11 MT, 11 MT. Here we go. Big 13, big 13. 11 MT tape, 11 MT tape.
And they'll begin here with a run by Brown. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Another run for Brown on second down. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs, and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go. Hey, can. Stop.
Right back to Brown. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Here we go. Right 80. Right hot.
And now they will throw it to Burrow. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely, frees up your guys elsewhere. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Let's get set. 11.
Burrow will throw. And he is caught. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Jamar Chase, 63 yards. And the Bengals will jump on top of the game's first score here this afternoon. Well, Charles, here in their opening series, they said they had certain plays scripted for certain players. That looked like a well-designed play to get one of their top targets involved.
Yeah, let's face it, Brandon. A player of his talent is a problem for any opponent to defend, and we saw it right there. They tried to deny an open lane to him. He still outplayed the coverage and scored the early touchdown. Good luck trying to figure out how to defend him as this game moves on.
And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together.
Look at the 8. Look at the 8.
The first carry now. This is Johnson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Here's Rodgers. To the right side and complete to Metcalf. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
At the 43-yard line.
Hey, take 26. 319.
The first down carry here for Johnson. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Steeler football here to begin quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 2nd and 1 coming up. Johnson on the counter. And they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards. That time a little misdirection really seemed to fool the defense.
And think of it this way. From the time you're in high school, you're taught to watch film and pick up tendencies. Sometimes they can use those against you, though, when they break their own tendencies and hit you back the opposite direction, huh?
Now on the heels of that run by Johnson, here's another 1st and 10.
Go to 50. Hey, you block over here.
Now a handoff looking right. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, 36 yards. And the Steelers are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Now Mike Tomlin says, let's go ahead and go for 2.
The Steelers will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Yeah, this.
Rodgers will throw for it. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he'll get in. And they take an 8-7 lead.
8, Bengals 7. Chris Boswell to kick off.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here.
Here we go. 180.
Now it's Burrow. Throw right side into the hands of the tight end Sample. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down.
But when you hit him on the move like that, he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam. Oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down.
Here we go. 180. 12, 12, 12. Stop.
Now Burrow. Now a short one to Gesicki. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
11 MT tape. 11 MT tape. 11 Thomas.
On 1st and 10, here's Brown. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Cameron Hayward in on the tackle.
At the 39-yard line.
Second and 10.
Here we go. The hot. 180. Nice hot. 11 MT. 11 MT. 11 MT tape. 11 MT tape. The hot.
They keep it on the ground. Again, it's Brown. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Defense doing their job, really nowhere to run the football.
Yeah, it's almost textbook, wasn't it? Every place he tried to find an open spot, there just wasn't one. Congrats to the defense, no gain.
Call fitting your gaps, right?
I love it. You're exactly right.
Two runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10.
Here we go. Here we go. The hot. 180.
Now it's Burrow. He'll try and do this himself. And that is incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And they stake claim to the lead here. It's 10-8. Well, maybe a little bit of an anxious moment there as that ball got closer and closer, but it does curl in.
Yeah, actually did a little bit of a slow dance there with the left upright, didn't it? But had just enough space, as you said, for it to curl in.
And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room.
With a dime look on defense, 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Win 18.
Here's Rodgers to throw. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
Check 258. Wide left. Look again. Look again.
Now it's Rodgers. Pass is caught. It's Metcalf going across the field here. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Hey, Mike.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Green 18. Check 30. Green 18.
Rodgers going to throw. Not wasting time, going right back to DK Metcalf. Oh, he's brought down. And remember here, no timeouts left. They got to get to the line quick. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. And he quickly clocks it, and they're going to have a good shot at getting 3 here before the break. The line of scrimmage once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. In motion goes the tight end. A final shot before half for Rodgers. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. DK Metcalf as time expires in the first half. And the Steelers have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. So now with the late touchdown, not only will they take the lead to the locker room, but they'll try and add 2 more here. A final shot before break. Rodgers.
That keeps the score. Steelers 14, Bengals 10.
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the 3rd quarter. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Here's Johnson again on 2nd down. Trying to get out wide, but he's going to be tackled right near the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
This now a 3rd and 4. Now Rodgers going to shift him around. Rodgers from the gun on 3rd down. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the 3rd quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it. And that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Rodgers going to go on 4th down. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the 1st down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
Johnson with a completion over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a 1st down.
And the Steelers first down.
319.
They try the left side with Johnson. And some room to run now. Down the left sideline. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A great play there. 46 yards. As his guys are able to extend their lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Now Mike Tomlin says, let's go ahead and go for two.
The Steelers will line up for the two-point conversion.
They'll try and run for it with Johnson. And he is into the end zone again. So get him some oxygen. He scores on the long run and then punches in the two-point conversion for good measure. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a two-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome? A little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out. They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Burrow looking to pass. And he will find his man Chase complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Here we go.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Over the middle, complete. It's Brown. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Three quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Gun. Cut. Right 80. Cut.
Here's Burrow. Throw left side complete to Chase. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Jamar Chase on a touchdown throw for Joe Burrow. And the Bengals have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a one-score game here in the fourth.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
And that's caught at the 2. And he'll get in for the 2 points, and in so doing, cut the deficit to 2 points. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Their lead back down to one score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
And this is why the head coach gets paid the big bucks. Look at where they are in this situation, partner. Do you throw the ball here in a long-distance situation? Do you run it again and trust your defense and make sure you take care of the ball and punt it away? What kind of options do you have here, and what do you trust more on your team?
Yeah, they may have just pushed him back into that throwing situation. We'll see.
A gain of 9. It's 4th down.
They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Battle. And the Bengals are right back in this football game.
It's a turnover on downs.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. The interception sets them up with an opportunity to erase this 4th quarter deficit. And this series could very well determine our outcome. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and they'll be left with 2nd and a couple.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable 2nd down.
Here we go, here we go.
Play action. It's Burrow. Open man is Yoshivas. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
A gain of 3 yards. And the Bengals 1st down.
On 1, ready?
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go. Right, 80, 12, 12, 12. Stop.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. The defense, they brought the house. That O-line, they were overwhelmed.
To put it mildly, because they didn't have enough bodies to block all the guys that came at them. Their best move, how they would have been better served, just turn around and yell, "Look out!" because here they come.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long.
Here we go. Stop. Stop.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. That's into the hands of Gesicki.
Short gain the last 2 plays. Who do you think's excited about that?
Absolutely, this defense, they're saying go right ahead with those. Well, this defense needing a stop here. Got to have it. 3rd and 9.
Stop. Stop.
Throwing, Burrow. He's got his target. That's complete. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 45-yard line.
Now you're right on the edge of field goal range. You've still got time, but get up to the line of scrimmage and get set.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now.
11. Big 13. Big stop.
This is Brown going up the middle. On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
Okay, there's 3 timeouts left, right?
Think you got to use one here, don't you?
No doubt about it. I'd use one right here.
Here's 1st down.
10 at the 28-yard line.
Here we go. Stop. Stop.
To throw, Burrow. This is caught. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow.
Charles, what a big drive late in the 4th quarter to take this lead.
And normally you're really excited if your offense has the ball late in the game. I think this crew is really excited to have their defense go back out there because they haven't surrendered a point in the fourth quarter yet. They've helped make this comeback possible with their defensive play. Now they get a chance to finish this game off.
And he's going to be out of bounds here right at the 20-yard line.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
They'll come up first and 10 here.
They begin the drive with Johnson. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Back to throw, Rodgers.
Now he'll tuck this and run.
Rodgers sliding to a stop with a first down. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game.
First down, Steelers.
2 timeouts still in their back pocket. It's first and 10.
Now Rodgers.
Complete. Valdez-Scantling.
Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
This is first and 10.
4-yard line.
To throw is Rodgers. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
Well, this defense has been physical all game long, and it certainly looks like they're not going to back off and make things any easier. They want to keep making life miserable for the receivers all the way to the end.
Rodgers to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. A couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You having to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
Fourth down now defensively. Charles, you know, they're just asking this crew for one more stop.
And you know that they're feeling the momentum right now, but they have to be very careful not to get over-exuberant, overexcited, and blow an assignment and give up the big first down.
Now Rodgers, gotta have this one. That is caught. And with 4 seconds remaining, they will call the timeout. So just enough of a cushion there to bring on the field goal unit and try to send this one to the extra session.
A 46-yard attempt.
And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and they will tie this game here in the final seconds. I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the fourth quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
So it's the Steelers who will have the first chance to go down and score here in overtime as we are back underway.
And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 at the 24. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now, but let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy.
And this is a touchdown. Now, it's not over yet, but they draw first blood here in this overtime.
He's been having a great game, and that one right there, his best run so far, and it ends with 6 points.
And not only that, in his mind, what is he thinking? Can I get to 200 yards as well? Because he knows he's closing in on it. He may not know the exact number, but the best runners have a feel of what the yardage is that they're compiling, and he knows that he's getting close to that 200-yard mark now.
And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here.
Score, Steelers 31, Bengals 25.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
For Pittsburgh.
Breaks through the contact. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
Their own 28-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Now a 2nd and 10.
Let's get set. 180. It's hot. Hot.
Burrow will throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
180.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28.
Press coverage on the outside, and for defenders, that's the ultimate risk-reward. If you take the risk, can you reward yourself by keeping them on the line of scrimmage? But no, not on that one. Got to step on them. Now it's just a matter of laying the ball out there for him to go get it.
To the air again, Burrow. This is caught inside the 15. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. It's a gain of 34.
And how about that? In a game that's had just about everything, how's that for an answer? Remember, in the past, this game would be over already. But that's a huge play there to give them a fighting chance to go down and possibly tie this game.
180.
Now it's Burrow. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. He was on point throwing the ball right there. He had the big play to get him down close, and then he delivers a touchdown pass on 1st and goal.
And you mentioned the big play that got him down close. I think that big play left them reeling a little bit. They didn't recover from it. And you know they always talk about having to have a short memory on defense after a big play against you. Looks like their memory was a little too long there.
And the Steelers signal for another timeout. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And with it, his guys take the lead here by a point.
That was an excellent come-from-behind victory, Charles, especially there in the 4th quarter. Both offense and defense were clicking. They're going to feel good about this one.
Boy, are they ever, because the deficit they faced certainly wasn't small. They obviously did not give up on that one, and in the end, how about that come-from-behind victory? They'll cherish this one for a while.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. It's a win for the Bengals as we say so long from Cincinnati.